Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, it's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. God grants us brand new mercies every single morning. All right, y'all, let's welcome Bishop William Murphy, the senior pastor of the Dream Center Church in Atlanta, Georgia. Good morning, Bishop Murphy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Bishop Murph. I want to pray a really different kind of prayer today. It's called, I'm Not Going Crazy Over Christmas. Pray with me. Father, I thank you for helping me set my priorities in proper order. I thank you for realigning my perspective with yours, helping me to see things through the lens of the truth and no longer through the lens of my feelings. This season is about Jesus. It's not about shopping. It's not about showing off via gift giving. Christmas is about demonstrating the love of Jesus, not about the irresponsible spending of cash or, God forbid, credit. Christmas is about celebrating the life and the freedom the love of Jesus affords us. So today I decide I'm not going crazy over Christmas. I'm not spending money I don't have. I'm not going overboard trying to make amends for stuff I should have done all year long. I'm not buying out of guilt. I'm not buying out of competition. I'm not maxing out my credit cards. I'm not running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to find toys and clothes for kids who don't respect or appreciate me. I'm just not doing it this year. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give myself a gift and pay off a credit card instead of running up another bill I can't really afford. Father, I thank you for the strength of will to set my house in order. I thank you for the wisdom to change the culture in my family and to teach my children what Christmas is really all about. I'm going to say it again. I'm not going crazy over Christmas. And Holy Spirit is giving me grace, wisdom, and courage to maintain my conviction. It's in Jesus' name I pray.
All right, y'all, that's my brother, Bishop William Murphy, the senior pastor of the Dream Center Church in Atlanta. Thank you so much, Bishop. So let's get into this praise break right here at the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 13 minutes after the hour, y'all, front page right here. Fridas, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It is Tuesday, December 2nd. Here's what's going on in the news. An update on that disturbing case in Georgia. Former deputies Henry Copeland, Michael Howell, and Rhett Scott have been found not guilty of felony murder and aggravated assault in the death of 58-year-old Fernando Martin. The jury couldn't reach a verdict on the lesser charges for Copeland and Howell, forcing a mistrial, or actually a partial mistrial. Now, here's the backstory, y'all. Martin, a black man living with schizophrenia, had walked nearly 30 miles in extreme heat to visit his family. Deputies stopped him for walking in the road and allegedly littering. What happened next is horrific. They tased him 15 times before handcuffing him. Martin died on the scene, and an autopsy ruled his death a homicide. Martin's family says they are continuing their fight and will move forward with a federal civil lawsuit. Investigators now say last week's deadly shooting involving National Guard members may have been fueled by a mix of financial stress and grief. ABC News reports the suspect, Ramanullah Lakawa, had been mourning the recent death of an Afghan commander he once worked with. On top of that, he was unemployed, struggling to pay rent, and trying to feed his kids. Pressure that investigators believe may have played a role in the attack. One Guard member was killed, another seriously injured, and now the FBI and Homeland Security are looking into whether any international terrorist influence was involved. And Democrats are trying to keep that blue wave rolling in today's special election in Tennessee, where Democrat Afton Bain is facing Republican Matt Van Epps. What was expected to be an easy GOP win has tightened up, with new polls showing it could go either way. That is notable because Trump won this same congressional district by 22 points back in 2024. For info on these stories and more, go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Last night, Monday Night Football, the New England Patriots beat the Giants. Hey, New England's 11-2. The first team in NFL this season to 11 wins. Are they the best team in the league? Only time will tell. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but they balling. They doing their thing. Big college football news that shocked the sports world. didn't get a chance to talk about this yesterday, but Rick, Ole
Yeah.
Miss head coach Lane Kiffin has accepted the LSU head coaching job for next season. Now, here's where it gets a little bit funky. His current team, Ole Miss, 11-1. They rank number 6 in the country. Of course, they're going to be in the college football playoffs. Fans are upset. They booing him and everything. Like, he can't go anywhere. He wants to finish the season coaching Ole Miss through the playoffs. But Ole Miss athletic director said, nah, we good.
I think that could have been the right decision, Rock T, because, it's like, remember now when Lane Kiffin left for Ole Miss, and he was at Alabama, whatever, he was missing meetings and stuff and wasn't focused on the national championship. And Nick Saban had to replace him with Steve Sarkisian, if I'm not mistaken, or the black head coach from Maryland to be the offensive coordinator for the national championship against Clemson.
Wait.
So it's just a big distraction when you in recruiting and the transfer portal is about to open.
See, that's my thing. My thing is, why would you, even if you're going to take this job, why would you make this announcement now? Let the season complete, then you have the negotiations. Now, that don't make sense.
I think that's on Lane Kiffin's because he absolutely could have waited.
He could have waited,
and that became a whole distraction. And now somebody said on Twitter that Ole Miss is now America's team. They're going into the playoffs without their head coach. So we just interested to see how they're gonna do.
Yep, man. He got $7-year deal worth $91 million. So there it is, man. We're gonna see what happens, dog.
Well, he's a good coach. I mean, he won national championships, for us at Bama. So
he cool.
We're gonna see if he can take all those resources to LSU because LSU and Ole Miss is just different when it comes to resources.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's my quick sports report right there. Bring it to Tat. Good morning.
Good morning, Rock T. Hey, man, Diddy had a big Thanksgiving dinner for his fellow inmates, and I got the details up next in the Hot Spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The Hot Spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
in this hot. You can catch me at the Hot Spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show is the bottom of the hour time for the Hot Spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, prisons typically don't do bare bones Thanksgiving dinner. Running a minimal in-and-out service is what they usually do, but Diddy decided to help organize and fund Thanksgiving for his fellow inmates at Fort Dix. Every time I say that, I think of Gary. He and a few others bought food from the commissary. And they spent 2 days preparing it, and then they distributed it to every housing unit at Fort Dix. Diddy said, Thanksgiving to me is about making sure other people eat. Everybody misses their family. People get depressed during the holidays, and we just wanted to come together as a family and do our own thing. Now, on the menu, they had turkey, roast with trimmings, mashed potatoes, corn, and dessert. And 50 Cent, he documented Diddy's drop overnight, and we'll talk more about that up next in the Hot Spot later this morning. And moving on to the next story, T-Pain has called out DJ Khaled for his alleged disloyalty. He appeared on the latest episode of Club Shay Shay where he was asked by Shannon Sharp about what he's learned after more than 20 years in the music business. T-Pain says the most invaluable lesson he learned was that nobody is your brother, especially those who always tell you they are. And here's what he had to say.
Nobody is your brother. Nobody.
Come on, Payne. Don't do that. Payne,
nobody. I've had DJ Khaled. Everybody done told me I'm your brother. Do not believe that. Everybody's your brother while they can use you. Everybody. That is the quickest and the most consistent thing that I've learned through this whole thing. I'd rather you tell me what the business was and not have the brother aspect in there and just say, hey, look, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a hook. I'm going to put a verse on this. We're going to make a bunch of money. We're going to separate for a little bit and I'm going to come back. When I need you again, let's do it again. Blah, blah, blah. I'd rather know the plan than to say, you my brother.
Wow. But did he just call out Khaled?
He did, but it's a lot of people like that. I mean, that's just how the industry is.
They be your brother in the moment.
Yes.
In the moment of the video, in the moment of the recording.
Yep.
And then but what really happens is everybody's life just start life in Brett. It'd be hard to keep up and connect to everybody, every single comedian, every single person that you work with. Hell, me and you on a morning show together. And then when we be off for 2 weeks and stuff, man, you be doing your thing, I be doing my thing with our family, and it's not personal.
Right.
But
and
I
you
know,
understand that.
Yeah, I know that you my sister, and I know that we have a bond and a connection. If I sense something is wrong or see something on the internet or whatever, then we reach out and stuff. You know, but it's not personal.
Right.
People life be life, and kids, grandkids, sons and daughters, and death and grief.
Yes.
Life just start life, man. And
That's
then
true.
you know what I'm saying, I be trying to keep up with my best friends. I haven't seen my close friends in a long time. And just trying to figure out, say, okay, I'm going to find everybody over the Christmas break, go try to have a day to see everybody, get all the addresses, and make stops. It's hard, Brat.
It is hard. And then I can't do the holidays because then you got 1,000 happy Thanksgivings, 1,000 Merry Christmases, 1,000 happy birthdays, and you just can't get back to everybody. But what I do is every now and then, like, hit them up and say, how you doing? And just say, hey, just checking on you, love you. I know your life busy, mine is busy. I ain't forgot about you, and then keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Just every now and then shoot them a text. But life do be life, and then you can't be there every moment, but don't say you my brother or my sister if you ain't there for me when times is hard too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mainly when times are hard.
Exactly. At least send me a text, even though you can't do nothing. Just say how you doing. You know.
This the weekend. My granddaddy's funeral. This the weekend of granddaddy's funeral. And I'll never forget. I looked at my phone, and you were standing on my porch with a big bag of Popeye's chicken. I was at Uncle Bruce's house, and I jumped in my car and ran home and ate that doggone chicken, and we went to the Martin Lawrence show because I had to perform that night also.
Yeah.
And
I drove down there by
never
myself.
forget that.
So sweet.
Yeah, I'll
so
never
kind.
forget that. Yeah, but friendship is essential to the soul.
That's
right. I appreciate that, Brat.
Well, thank you, Ricky. For more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on my social media. So, Brat, why don't you hit us up for them wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. And the time right now is about 12 before the top of the hour. What you got, Brat?
Well, Ricky, back in the day, music fans not only loved a good album, but they also couldn't wait to read the liner notes, the lyrics, and all we remember from our favorite album covers. Artists' album covers were generally considered a critical piece when rolling out a new project.
But as time progresses, album art doesn't really hold the same reverence as it once did. But a lot of us can still remember our favorite album art, right? They're like visual time capsules forever etched in history and in our minds. Yeah. Billboard just recently ranked the best hip-hop album covers of all time. To see the full list, go to Rickey Smiley Official on Instagram. But let's take a look. What, Ricky?
No, I'm listening. No.
Okay. But let's take a look at the top 5 hip-hop album covers on the list. And I know you guys, as soon as I say them, you're going to visualize them in your mind. Number 5, Notorious B.I.G. Get Ready to Die. Of course, that's the one with the baby with the little afro. He's such a cutie pie. You can never forget it.
And you see that on a lot of T-shirts, too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And some of us, I recreated it with my kids.
Me too.
Right? Okay, number 4, Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's the one. I don't remember this one either. I really remember the teddy bear more, but this is number 4. It's got like the ballerina holding the champagne glass.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't even remember that one.
I didn't remember it either. Number 3, DMX.
Unforgettable.
Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. It was so creepy. It was him with the blood all over his body like a scary movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Unforgettable.
Yeah. And Outkast, Stankonia. We all remember this because it was the black and white U.S. flag. Right behind him. So, and number 1, I know every guy in the world remembers this. I remember this one. Little Kim, Hardcore, where she's kind of on top of the bear. Oh yeah. You know.
Maybe we should interview her. You think that bear's still living?
Yeah. So there's that. But hey, did y'all ever hang posters on your bedroom walls? Which did you have, Ricky? What did you have on your bed? Did you do that? Did boys do that?
I had Escape. I had when I was a kid. I would get in trouble for looking at Donna Summer album.
Oh yeah.
I used to get so turned on by Love to Love You, Baby. Listen to that album, looking at them damn pictures of Donna Summer. And I actually had Candy and the members of Escape on the wall, you know, in the 90s. That was like my crush or whatever.
But did Donna Summers, was that the one with the honey? Like the honey in the butt?
We wasn't allowed.
Oh, yeah.
We wasn't allowed. Yeah.
Brad, go ahead, Ricky. I'm sorry.
And the last one is, of course, we had Two Live Crew. That was
Crew.
Come on,
Yes, I want to be.
Yeah, that was the closest thing to Hustle and Playboy you was gonna get.
That 2 Live Crew album cover came out. That was.
Wasn't his wife on one of those? Wasn't his wife included in that? Like, he used to always use his wife at the time.
You talking about Ice-T and Coco?
Oh, no, I'm talking about the Asian lady who wasn't she married to 2 Live Crew? She was like, okay, sorry, random. Go ahead.
Maybe. But you know that Michael Jackson Thriller album is one of my
Yes,
favorites of all
Lord.
times. Like, you just can't beat that one. It's
And
simple as
then Lionel Richie with the same pose. Hello.
Nah. You got to do the Human Nature album with the brown jacket.
Teddy Pendergrass in the same pose.
Michael Jackson, baby, with the yellow and white outfit.
Absolutely.
On. Man, listen. New
Absolutely.
Edition, Jodeci.
Oh yeah, for sure.
De La Soul, 3 Feet High and Rising.
Well, what about
Moni Love.
Mary J. Blige 411?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we had that one.
That was
too.
a very popular album cover. And Anita Baker,
Yes.
Rapture.
Did anybody have Boy George?
Yeah. Did you really?
Chameleon.
Yes.
Come,
chameleon.
Dope album.
Yeah, I had that.
CeCe Peniston had some hits too now, though.
Absolutely.
Besides, finally, she had Inside That I Cry. She had a lot of hits.
The first Fat Boys album with
Come
the pizza.
on now.
Absolutely.
What?
Yes, and the yellow
Run
jackets.
DMC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Beastie Boys first album.
What? Yes. LL Cool J.
Now, that Airplane album cover was like one of the epitome of graduating high school, the Beastie Boys.
Yes,
Come on now. Come on.
Yeah.
Then when Kumo D rolled over the hat, LL Cool J's hat when they was beefing back in the day.
But wait a
beefing
minute.
was cool.
But y'all remember Ohio players when that chick had that hose pipe running through her leg?
I don't remember that.
Look it up.
Boy, that Ohio player fire. That Ohio player, my grandma said, put it down. You ain't got no business looking at
Come
that.
on now.
Boy, she had that clear hose pipe running through her leg with that smoke going through it. I'll never forget it.
Since you up the macaroni and cheese, you're cleaning up all this by yourself. Junior, Dejana, nor me are going to help you clean up. We told you don't put that in the macaroni and cheese, but you insist on putting it. So since you want to do things your damn way, we're going to do our way. We getting ready to go upstairs and go to sleep while you clean up all this for Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. We love you. But guess what? This ain't fair that we couldn't even get a decent thing of macaroni and cheese. We got to wait to go back to Goose for Auntie Carrie to make us some damn macaroni and damn cheese. Because you decided to do some bullshit you done seen off the damn internet. Don't experiment on damn Thanksgiving. Don't experiment on Thanksgiving. Mom, you experiment by your damn self. We don't want that shit. Auntie Carrie gave you the damn recipe. But you chose to do shit on your own. Messed our up.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Ricky, this is one of the reasons why I don't invite people over to my house, including y'all and you, and a lot of people, because people come to your house and you try to be nice to them and they talk about you like a dog. Who am I talking about? Russell Wilson. Y'all feel so bad for Russell and Sierra, y'all. They're saying that Russell and Sierra, honey, tried to do something nice, honey, for a former friend, and it completely backfired. Now, it's been reported, y'all, that the former Seahawks backup quarterback Trevon Boykins, y'all, is going viral today, y'all, right now, after calling Russell Wilson's Thanksgiving dinner weird, y'all. They're saying despite the fact
Why
that
would
Russell...
he do something like that?
Thank you. Despite the fact that Russell invited him over so he wouldn't spend the damn holiday alone, y'all. Now, they're saying, y'all, according to Trevon, he went on the House of Playmakers podcast, y'all, and casually threw shade, honey, at Russell and Sierra's family dinner. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Russell, he said, quote, Russell Wilson, I went to his house, y'all, for Thanksgiving. The weirdest feeling, he said, before explaining why. Now, apparently, y'all, the thing that confused him most was that Sierra brought, y'all, her family, but Russell didn't bring his. Now, Trevon said, quote, if I got as much money as Russell Wilson, my whole damn family would talk about me so bad if I didn't fly everybody out for Thanksgiving. Now, his mama wasn't there. Sisters weren't there. He said it was just weird to him, y'all. And they say, mind you, Sierra's family live in Atlanta and Russell's family does not. But they say it's okay. But this boy talked about him like it all. Now, they say Javon has had a long fall, y'all, from NFL grades. Now, he signed with the Seahawks back in 2016, and he spent 2 seasons, y'all, backing up Russell before being cut in 2018 following a domestic violence arrest. Now, authorities said he broke his then girlfriend's jaw, an incident caught on surveillance video. Now, he later served, y'all, 3 years in prison and now plays football in Mexico. So they said this holiday invite was actually, y'all, a big gesture from Russ and Sierra, now considering, you know, the history they went to. But nevertheless, it is a sad situation. How could somebody do that? How could he do that?
That ain't no real friend.
Jesus. I mean, they did a good thing. I mean, inviting him over, he ain't had no damn body.
Yeah, that's my thing. If somebody think enough of you out of all of the people that they know and could have chose to invite you over under their roof, a hot, prepared, cooked, comfortable meal for Thanksgiving, why would you do something like that? Even if you didn't like it, even if you didn't like the food, even if you didn't like the environment. Thanksgiving is so intimate. When you have somebody under your roof at Thanksgiving, it's Thanksgiving, being thankful. To do something like that is just I never would have done anything like that.
Yeah.
Ever.
That is sad, honey. I mean, but, you know, people
do anything for clout.
Yep, anything. And he had to go talk about that. I mean, on a podcast and talk about it. Keep it to your damn self and just say they invited me over for dinner, period.
But a lot of these other athletes podcast been roasting him. They've been cooking him online for that.
They need to.
It's a violation of, you know, it's a certain code.
You're not,
you know.
Yeah, you're not a real friend. You're not a friend. You go and do something like that. There was no reason. Now if somebody mistreated him or slapped him at Thanksgiving, that's one thing. But you were treated with respect. You ate and enjoyed yourself, and you smiled and you hugged. I'm sure you hugged everybody before you left. And to go and sit down and do something like that, it's just absolutely, and that's why people are real careful about and make people sign non-disclosure agreements, you know, before they do something like that, because to go and do a whole interview about their Thanksgiving, you don't know what their situation is. You don't know if people are estranged from their family or if their family would come over and do something crazy. It's the reason why a lot of people don't get invited.
Yeah. So it's obvious, too, that it was a little jealousy going on in there. He was jealous of Russell's and Sierra's family because he couldn't be with his, evidently. So we're going to keep all parties lifted up in prayer, y'all. Next Thanksgiving, it don't be that way. And speaking of grateful, y'all, baby Corey Gamble, honey, is letting y'all have it. Who is Corey Gamble? That's Kris Jenner's man, honey. They say Corey Gamble is living the good life, and Kris Jenner is once again, baby, making sure the world knows that her man, baby, stays dripped out from head to toe. Now, according to MTO, they learned that Kris recently surprised her longtime boyfriend, y'all, with, listen to this is so touching, a brand new pair of Louis Vuitton Timberland boots, y'all. They will only cost y'all $80,000, y'all, for those boots, honey. They look amazing, honey. Now, they say these aren't your regular Timbs, baby, from the mall. They say these boots are part of a limited Louis Vuitton release that can only be ordered directly through the luxury fashion house. Now, they feature, y'all, the classic Timberland silhouette, but stamped top to bottom in Louis Vuitton's signature and monogram. Now, classic.
Was he standing in his hips when he took that picture?
Yeah, he was standing in them, baby. He was standing in them hips, but, baby, those Louis Vuitton shoes, baby, was standing out, y'all. And they're saying, you know, that the classic construction boots vibe and mix, y'all, with high energy flex.
$82,000?
But that's cheap for a pair of Louis Vuitton shoes.
They better be able to march me up the stairway to heaven. $82,000.
Ricky, you wouldn't buy some boots? Oh, well.
Hell no. And I don't rock boots like that anyway. That's not my cup of tea. You know, I'm mad about it. That's just not especially no $80,000. $80, I ain't wearing them.
But those boots were made for walking, and that's what he's doing. He's walking in those boots. I mean, his feet deserve the best.
Aldo got some stuff you can walk in.
Yeah, but
and Jesus, who never sinned, he wore sandals.
Yeah, so did.
So I ain't gonna talk to my friend about this, so we're gonna just be quiet, huh, Brad?
Yep.
What you got to say to me about it?
Now, you know this not cheap for some Louis Vuitton boots.
Not for Kris Jenner and them. They got money, so much money. That's like $8 to them.
It's like $8 to them, honey.
$82,000. That's like $82.
Yeah, so I mean, $82,000. I mean, they're worth it. I mean,
you sound crazy.
It's just senseless. Like,
they're worth it for people that got so much money. They got airplanes. They got all kind of stuff. So to Kris Jenner, $82,000 ain't nothing.
Yeah, they say she bought him in cars, jewelry, designer wardrobes, vacations, the whole lifestyle package. And Corey Hunter has always accepted his new luxury boots, y'all, with a smile and a quiet flex.
Boy, he must be a good man to her. Now it's a shortage on dudes with hips.
You are telling the truth.
Got them
A
hips.
lot of men with hips, don't you?
The Kaluna Day, honey, is one of my favorite Kaluna, honey. My Kaluna Day is bitter chocolate. On the hand, you say bitter chocolate, and on the lung, you say beautiful dark brown. That's your Kaluna Day. And they come in a nice little suitcase, look like two.
Of course they do. Yeah, they're not going to throw them in no paper sack.
The
You
package
crazy?
is nice.
Yeah. You can use that suitcase with other stuff in there. All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Got your wake up call. Get him at 8669-RICKEY. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Come on, cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Good morning, Rickey. It's Uncle Clifford. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Good morning, I'm Charlene from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I like to wake up Kashan, Jay, Andrew, Desron, Maddie, Macy, Paige. That's all my grandchildren. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning, good morning. My name is Sharon. I'm calling from Daytona Beach. I'm calling to wake up my grandbabies, Olivia and Dakota, Kamaya. Have a great day. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Yes,
All
this
right.
is Angela Cleveland. I'm going to shout out to Little Rock, Arkansas. Wakey, wakey. Let's go get this money.
Cause we gon' let them know. When you at Richmond, wake up. In Little Rock, wake up. Hey, Tulsa, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Flint, wake up. In Toledo, wake up. Des Moines, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Appreciate it, Brat.
Welcome, Rickey.
Listen, the holiday season as you get ready to get your Christmas shopping done and visit your family and friends. Willie Lee The Mechanic is here today to help you with some car tips, just in time for the holidays, because we got to make sure that everybody, nobody's stuck on the side of the road with some car problems because it's dangerous out here. Welcome to the show. Big round of applause, Mr. Willie Lee Shade Tree. Mechanic.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. You said it right, Mr. Rickey. You said it right.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on the side of the road because you ain't took care of your car the way it's supposed to be took care of. Now,
right.
I'm always gonna tell you the right thing to do when you want to get your car running good to go see your folk down the road, up the road, whatever, what not.
Because Mr. Willie Lee, people are traveling this time of year. People are hitting Highway 20, Highway 65, Highway 85, Highway 95, 75. People are driving all over the country trying to get to their loved one. Oh, can't forget about 20. So,
they driving it. What you got to do? I don't care if you driving the Pontiac, Oldsmobile, Buick, GMC, Chevrolet, whatever you kind of car you driving, Cadillac, whatever. You got to make sure your car don't run hot.
Right.
Cause what you don't want to do is be on the side of the highway because your car done ran hot.
Yeah.
You ain't check your thermostat.
Yeah. Now, let them know the importance of making sure the car running when you open up that thermostat cap, because the car is still, the car have to be running in order to open up that thermostat, because
you gotta have your car running because once you unscrew that radiator cap, you got to make sure that car running, but make sure it ain't hot. Because if it's hot, it's gonna burn you up when you unscrew that radiator cap. Put that coolant in there, and you got to put the right coolant in your car. Because one thing I don't like, folks had the wrong coolant in that car. You got to read. When you go to AutoZone, you got to read. Do it say for all vehicles?
Well, Mr. Willie Lee, I thought you were supposed to let the radiator cool off before you pop that top.
No, man. See, ain't nobody paying you to think. Now, I'm trying to tell you. You talking about what you think about it. I'm telling you what I know. And them young boys be driving them Dodge, them loud Dodge cars.
Dodge Chargers, got
the doggone what you call it, the loud pipes on there. Be running 150 miles an hour down 20, like they crazy. Cause what's wrong with them? Driving like fools.
Yeah. Now,
and that's what you got to worry about when you're out there on the highway. Is these young fools driving crazy.
Yeah. Now let's go to the phones right quick. You on with Mr. Willie Lee? Good morning.
So my husband wants a new truck really bad, but he has this old Charger that nobody will give him any money for. And I'm wondering, should we just break the bank and buy him a new truck?
Yeah, you got to buy. You gonna buy you a new truck? You gonna trade in that Charger? You tell them folk give you $1,500, $2,000, whatever. Trade in that Charger, but take them loud pipes off of there, cause you're getting on folk nerve driving down the street with them loud pipes on there.
Let's go to the call. You're on with Willie Lee The Mechanic. Good morning.
My car question is, how can I get my fuel pump off my 07 Corolla?
You see, if you got a 2000 Corolla, you got to get up under there. You got to jack that thing up, get up under there, and pull that solenoid.
I thought the fuel pump was on the top.
No, the fuel pump on the Toyota, see, because you got that one of them Chinese cars. Now you got to pull the alternator from the bottom.
Well, the alternator
Get that thing up off of there.
Wow.
And you got to drop that transmission. Because if you don't drop that transmission, you ain't getting it. And pull that AC condenser off of there. And then you got to unscrew that belt. You making me upset right now.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, check it out. What's going down with John Lyon on the 1 and 2. Hey, what up, John?
I'm good, man. You done just turning up bright and early in the morning, man. And of course, hit me up on the gram at JAH Lion Sound.
JAH Lion Sound. Man, appreciate you, big dog.
My pleasure. How you done, though?
Hey, Black Tony.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man, you know what you missed, man. Let me talk to you for a second. Remember you told me you was having a whole lot of car problem, man. Willie Lee The Mechanic had just called up here, man. Was giving people advice, man. I was going to try to help you get your car fixed.
Man, so that car that dude to fit my Escalade, cause you know my transmission was messed up. You talking about him?
What year that Escalade?
94.
Wait a minute, Escalade didn't come out to 2000, didn't it, right?
Yeah.
They were the first one, shot.
That's the one you said they want to get with a stick shift?
Yeah, it's a 5-speed. It's fast, though.
Can I ask you a question, Black Tony?
What?
Why you ain't coming to work today?
I don't feel like it.
Oh, wow.
There it is.
That's it?
Yep.
That's your best excuse in 9 years, dog.
Gosh.
Yep. I woke up.
John, what'd you say, John?
His first time being honest in about 10 years.
Yeah, I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like getting up.
So you at home?
Yep.
And what you eating on?
Fruit Loop. We ain't had no milk, though, so I had to eat them dry. I just don't feel like coming shopping.
You know how much paperwork done piled up over the Thanksgiving holidays?
Yep. Yep.
So what you going? What do you want to work, man?
Nope.
Do you want to work?
No, not really.
What?
Yo, I like the honesty, dog.
What about tomorrow?
I don't know. I deal with tomorrow when tomorrow comes, son. I'm dealing with the day right now.
Let me get this right. Let's walk.
Tomorrow ain't promised. That what they said in the Bible. Tomorrow ain't promised. I don't even know if I'm whatever.
Let's unwrap this. It's a whole lot to unpack here. A whole lot to unpack.
There's a lot going on. What's up?
So today, what you saying to us? What you saying to Rickey Smiley Morning Show that gave you a job that you not coming to work? Why?
Because I don't feel like getting up, get dressed and all that. You
don't have no excuse. No excuse.
Mm-mm.
So you laying in the bed with the TV on.
And then, I'm on my pallet in the living room at my grandma's house.
Did you have something to drink? Was you smoking last night?
Nope. I just went to sleep and woke up, and I'm like, man, I don't feel like going out there. It's raining, it's cold, man. I don't feel like going out there dealing with them folk.
Dealing with what folk?
y'all folks. Y'all, you got enough folks in there. You don't need me. You got enough folks in there to handle what need to be handled. I might come tomorrow, though. If I feel good.
That's a personal question. My boy Fred just texted me. You got somebody pregnant?
I always got somebody pregnant.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm trying to tell y'all, don't worry about what people say about you. They're going to try to belittle you. They're going to try to satellize your name. They're going to try to sabotage you. They're going to just try to do anything they're trying to do to destroy you. Brat,
I want to say thank you to your aunt for those encouraging words. Gary!
Hold it! Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 6 minutes after the hour. Gary has the T in the color of the day. Gary!
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, Ricky, this is when the song Love Don't Live Here Anymore should be played, honey, by Rolls Royce, because it was such a beautiful song. You abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore, y'all. And it's being reported, y'all, that Todd Tucker and Candy Burris' divorce details are emerging, including Todd's claim, y'all, that he signed their prenup during their Bravo wedding special under pressure. He calling it the legally binding contract's enforceability into question, y'all. Now, citing court documents, Us Weekly, or is it Us or US? Us Weekly, y'all, report, y'all, that Todd filed a response to Candy's divorce petition on November the 26th, y'all, noting that while he signed their prenuptial agreement just hours before their April the 4th, 2014 wedding, he was pressured into signing it without his attorney present. Now, according to Todd's attorney, y'all, the agreement was, and I remember all this because I saw the show, the agreement was presented to Todd, y'all, without Todd having counsel, even though Candy, y'all, then counsel had communicated previously, y'all, with Todd's team regarding a potential prenup agreement, y'all. Now, they said, quote, despite that knowledge, y'all, Burris counsel presented the final agreement to Tucker for signature immediately before the wedding ceremony without any notice to our consultation with Todd's team, who had been significantly engaged in the negotiation process. Now, Todd's filing alleged, y'all, according to us. Now, these circumstances raise substantial questions, y'all, concerning the enforceability of said document. Now, what did Todd and Candy prenup says? As previously reported, y'all, the initial negotiation of the prenup was famously controversial, with Todd storming y'all out of the wedding rehearsal over the legal document he deemed that was some bull crap before signing it just before the wedding, giving up y'all his rights to all alimony and community property. Now, Radar Online, y'all, reported back in 2014, y'all, that the most contentious clauses involve Todd having to vacate Candy's beautiful mansion within 30 days if they split, and the stipulation that he would receive nothing if Candy died during their marriage. Now, following the wedding, y'all, Candy spoke out on her belief, y'all, that celebrity women should do whatever is needed to financially protect themselves. She said, quote, I'm not paying spousal support. Oh, no, baby, she said, according to the Grill. She said, I'm seeing too much going on right now. Halle Berry is paying $20,000 a month, honey, in child support. And then poor Sherry Shepherd, baby, she had a prenup, and now her husband is coming after her. They've only been married a few years. Are you kidding me? Now, she also maintained, y'all, that the things that she wanted to protect were those that she had going into the marriage, y'all. Meaning the bedroom Candy, her music, her stores, her properties, and different things that she had going into the marriage. Now, Todd is seeking primary physical custody of their children. Now, according to Us Weekly, is also reporting out that Todd is seeking primary physical custody of their son, A7, and their beautiful daughter, Blaze 4, while Candy continues to travel to work. Quote, her out-of-state work obligations will continue to require her to be away from the children for at least the next several months, reads Todd's filing, as he requested primary physical custody, joint legal custody, and final decision-making authority. Now, despite y'all seeking primary physical custody of their children, Us reports y'all that he wants Candy to maintain substantial time and meaningful access. Now, in addition to custody, Tucker's counterclaim seeks y'all equability division of marital assets, both real and personal, tangible and intangible, and potentially alimony if the prenup agreement is found unenforceable. So throughout the divorce filing, attorneys for the producer also noted that Todd wants to resolve the divorce amicably, and he praises her as a loving and capable parent of their kids, y'all.
I'm just not.
Amicably? I mean, what you mean with all that? You want all that, but you want to be amicable?
I mean, you still could be amicable.
Come on, what?
I'm just not going to ever ask a woman for a dime.
Man, Ricky.
I'm just not going to do it. My manhood, I don't care if I divorce Oprah Winfrey. I'm not asking for nothing.
Yeah.
And I don't want it. I'm a man. I can figure it out. I'm going to get me
no man, but I feel the same way.
A 2-bedroom apartment and a blow-up mattress and PlayStation and a few canned goods and some pots and pans and start all over. I'm just not going to sit up here and eat off a woman. Now, I don't know. I just...
But if I help you, Ricky, get your career, I mean, you already had your career,
come
but
on now. Let's not do that. She already had a career.
Well, she already had a career, but let me tell you something, though. When a person, be it man or woman, come into your life, even though you already had your career, they still gave you some strength. They gave you somebody to come home and talk to.
They didn't do the work.
Yeah, but
They supposed to have strength. They supposed to talk to you and be your companion. Y'all supposed to be able to talk and share ideas with each other.
And she also gave him strength and encouragement.
So they gave you strength. So that means, if you have a little bit more extra than me, honey, go ahead and break me off a little something, honey. Give me some money to move on.
That ain't how that works.
I was gone with my life.
No. That's called entitlement. That's not how that works.
That's not fair. You work and you got a job. Get what you got to get with what you got.
But you ain't gonna throw me out in the damn street.
Ain't nobody finna throw you in the street if that's in the prenup. It's already agreed. He got some money.
Yeah, but he said that he was
Why you want to take her stuff?
He didn't want to take her. He just wanted a good portion of it. He just wanted to give her a
little
bit.
He don't need a portion of it. They made money when they were together, so now that's
absolutely
over. That's
all this
over
show
now.
is sold out or whatever. Take your money and start over and just go in business for yourself.
I think you should help. I mean, help. But if
She
that's
don't
the
owe
case,
him.
she may not owe him nothing, but she can at least give him a little something. She got a little bit more
She
than
ain't got
him.
to give
honey.
him nothing. He's a man. I bet Todd probably got millions sitting in the bank. Why do he need her money?
And she probably got a million, so
It
she
don't
got
matter.
more millions than
It
him.
don't matter. He's a man.
Much, though, too.
And he wants custody of his children, too, so let him have
crazy
custody of them children.
You know what they need to do? And have special visitation for him and
Do a
work it out.
Right.
Yeah.
But don't even use the word visitation. Co-parenting. They
Well,
need to take
yeah.
that word visitation and throw it out the window. That word visitation is disgusting. The mom and the dad should not be visitors. Visitation starts with the word visit.
Yeah.
They're not visiting. They are co-parenting.
Yeah.
Todd need to do a week. Candy need to do a week. Do a simple bi-weekly, 50-50, split the holidays. You keep your money. You a man. Go work. You can go work at Jiffy Lube. You can go work
That would make it
anywhere.
amicable. That's
Yeah.
amicable.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah.
You don't eat off no female, Gary. You don't
But
eat
no,
off
you
no
may
female.
not eat off, but if you go out now, if these kids living in this damn beautiful mansion and they got to go to their dad living in a little rundown apartment, that's not equal living,
Well, if
honey.
he buy a rundown apartment, that's on him. He got some money, get the same kind of stuff. You can get the same kind of stuff, or you can work hard to get it if you don't got it.
Yeah,
like,
well. Well, we just need to pray, honey.
I love Candy. So
Yeah.
Candy is my sister, and I hate she got to go through this because
I
I
like
know
them
it's hard
both.
because that's
They
a
both
lot
were nice to me,
of
and they
time.
both nice to
Well,
me,
I
but
grew
they
up with
just-
Candy since I was
Okay,
little.
I kind of feel the same. You know, I have a good relationship with them both, but just talking about being fair, and I have to always do what's in the best interest of the kids. But just as a man, now this is me. I wouldn't care if she got billions. I'm not taking no money from the woman. Now, if she want to give me, say, hey, Rick, here go you a house, a car, and an apartment, or whatever, I'll take it, or whatever. You know, it ain't going to hurt to take it. But I'm not going to demand no money from a woman. I was married for 12 years. My wife never paid a bill, and I was broke. I wasn't even doing comedy. I was doing open mic night, playing the organ at a church. My wife ain't never paid a bill. I ain't never asked a woman. I have never made a woman pay a bill a day in my life. When I had a girl staying with me, the 2 or 3 situations with that, I never asked no woman for no bill. Ever. Not nothing. I'll pay your car note. Give it to me. I'm going to figure it out. I don't know. I'm just built like that. Hey.
Send me.
And you pay for tires.
You know, hell, you pay for a lot of damn things. If that's the case.
I did get that. Yeah, look. Now, let me tell you something about that. Now, if a chick coming over there seeing you and y'all dating or whatever, you walk her out to her car, you done hit or whatever, y'all enjoyed each other, and her tires are bald, why would you want her tires to explode on the middle of the freeway and you know that you can go take her down to the Latino shop and get her some good used tires, or take her to Goodyear and get her some tires on that car.
Wait a minute. Used tires?
Did we buy brand new tires? Did we buy brand new tires, or did I get her used tires? Which one? Because Gary, you went and got them.
Yeah, you got her some pre-owned.
You ain't got some mobile tires.
No, they weren't ball. They still had thread on them, but they just was pre-owned. We ain't gonna use that word used. We gonna say it was pre-owned.
Hey, but she
got a
nice
new baby bed.
She had a whole new bedroom suit.
Yeah.
The dresser was nice. The bed was nice.
All right,
she was straight, man. You just don't do that,
the color today, honey, is bitter chocolate. On the high end, you say bitter chocolate. On the lunch, you say dark brown. That's your color for today. Ooh, honey.
Man, y'all done got me emotional.
Yeah, me too, honey.
Oh, my God. More Rickey Smiley the Morning Show coming up.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Oh, man, so happy to be able to just wake up and figure out how we can help somebody today, because a lot of people are suffering and the holiday season is here. And unfortunately, not everybody is feeling the joy. For many people, this season brings the holiday blues, especially for those grieving loved ones or navigating loss.
Yeah, Ricky. And according to stats, Americans are more anxious about the holidays this year, with a significant increase in stress levels. Now, this stress is also reportedly linked to concerns about the economy and health care, coupled with holiday-specific worries like affording gifts and dealing with family dynamics. Now, the financial strain of the holidays is a big factor. A lot of people feel financial pressure, and what do? Overspend.
Man, but stats also say that the top holiday stresses include missing loved ones, experiencing grief, loneliness, and even the pressure of appearing happier than you really are during the holiday season.
And this morning we're going to break it all down and let her break it all down with our one and only good friend and family member, licensed therapist, Spirit. Spirit, good morning. Happy to have you.
Good morning, family. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Spirit. You know, why do the holidays tend to intensify feelings of grief or sadness for so many people?
Well, because for most people, Ricky, holidays were the one time of year where even the most dysfunctional families figure out how to come together for happiness and joy. And then we don't realize that the holiday season takes us right into the winter months, where folks who have things like seasonal affective disorder are happening as well. So when you lose people, when you lose jobs, when you lose futures, when you lose things that are important to you, it all comes to a head this time of year.
Man. So, Spirit, can you explain the difference between holiday blues and clinical depression?
Yeah, clinical depression, Brat, is something that can happen any time in the year. Holiday blues is specifically related to memories that trigger us. And it's not just things like Christmas or Hanukkah. It can be any holiday that has significance to you. Sometimes for people, holiday blues can look like the day that you got married and you recognize this time of year you're now divorced. Holiday blues can look like the day that your child was expected to be born and you miscarried during this time. Holiday blues could look like this was your grandmother's favorite holiday that just passed, and she used to cook and bring the entire family together. And now that she's not here, the matriarch of the family is gone and the family has fallen apart. So what the holiday blues signals to people is all of a sudden I go from everything is fine to I have a loss of just motivation. I'm tired. I'm more irritable. I may actually have a depressed mood, which is different than being clinically depressed. Okay, a depressed mood just says that my mood is a little bit less than what it usually is. But if that lasts for 2 weeks or more, then that may warrant a diagnosis of clinical depression that requires treatment or care for you to get better.
Wow.
Ooh,
all that
boy.
is so heavy, man.
Oh,
it's so heavy. Is there any kind of grounding techniques that you can recommend or some quick strategies to use when emotions like that suddenly hit?
Yes. First and foremost, I want us to know how important it is, the inner conversations that we are having with each other. You know, now more than ever, what we're learning is that the way that we talk to ourselves, our bodies actually respond to everything that we think in our minds. And there is a chemical release that happens with every single thought. So even if everyone else thinks that you're okay, if you're walking around in your mind thinking things like life is horrible, I can't make it anymore, I'm not a good person, I'm not worthy, I hate what's happening, there are chemical releases in your brain that follow suit to actually make you feel worse. So one of the most important things that we can do is maintain that inner dialogue that helps our body recognize that we are safe, that we are loved, that we are doing a good job, that we have got it, that things are going to continue to get better. Because in the same way the negative conversations that we have negatively impact the body, the positive ones do the exact same thing. So that internal conversation becomes one of the most important things. The other thing is making sure that we are eating right, that we are sleeping right, that we're getting enough exercise, and most importantly, that we are managing our mental wellness and our physical wellness, not just during this time of year, but all year long. And don't ignore physical symptoms because they often are indicators of what is happening with our mental wellness also.
Yeah, I definitely want to ask you about, but I get these not mood or feelings that last about 3 hours every other day. I feel like I'm going down the hill of a roller coaster, the butterflies in my stomach and my heart racing for no reason. Well, there is a reason, Ricky. There is a reason. I want you to know your body doesn't just do that for no reason. So what we would have to do is, if you recognize that that's happening, that's likely your body is dumping copious amounts of adrenaline or cortisol or other stress hormones into your bloodstream. And because it goes into your bloodstream, if your digestive system is the most sensitive, then all of a sudden you may get an upset stomach. You may get nausea. You may get heart racing because of the adrenaline and other things. So I don't want you to just dismiss that. I would literally want you to log every single time that happens, and then let's see if it happens at the same time of day each time. And then I would want to know, what are you doing during those times? Are you riding, so you're just thinking while other people are talking and driving? Yeah. See, in the house,
what are we doing while we're in the house?
Kick in like you on the front of the screen machine. Hold that thought, Spirit. Anybody have any questions for Spirit? You can get at us 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. We're taking your phone calls. Hit us up. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. We got the one and only Spirit. We're talking about grief and people going through the grief process. Holiday season is tough for a lot of people. As where you see the Christmas lights and the Christmas music, and bring back memories of when your grandmother was living. This actually the weekend of my granddad's funeral, and I just remember how chaotic that was, and having to go to his funeral, and I had to perform that night in Jackson, Mississippi with Martin Lawrence, and just the anxiety and the butterfly. That's probably what caused me to have that anxiety. But I know so many people are calling. I'm going to go ahead and get to the phone lines. You're on with Spirit. Good morning.
So Spirit talks about the inner dialogue and basically just kind of retraining yourself to not allow the stuff to come out and have you act that way. But how do you help somebody who's basically blocked you out from being able to not have that type of inner thought so that the dialogue is positive? Like they've completely shut you out. They won't communicate at all to you, so it's nothing but negativity, and you want to help them. What do you suggest?
Well, the hard part is you can't help anybody that doesn't want to be helped, and sometimes you trying to impose yourself on them actually triggers their defense mechanisms and shuts them down even more. So what I would say is, if there's something that you're wanting somebody to know, give them information about it and then leave them alone for them to look at it on their own. So if you really want to learn about the importance of inner dialogue, there is something that's called affective signaling. Affective is AFFECTIVE, affective signaling, and neurofeedback loops. It sounds really technical, but you can find some really simple information. Just give it to them and let them read on their own time when they're ready about how their internal dialogue affects their mood. And before you know it, they might start to do their own work.
All right, you're on with Spirit. Good morning.
Yes, I was a stay-at-home mom for over 20 years, and now all of my kids are grown, and I'm having a hard time just moving on, trying to do my own, trying to have a life for myself. So how do I move from being a stay-at-home mom to now just being a mom of adult kids?
Oh, man, that is a great one. And sometimes we refer to this as being an empty nester. But what I want you to know is the real issue is that we were so busy prioritizing our parental responsibilities that we forgot to include ourselves in the mix. So somewhere along the way, you lost your hobbies, your hopes, your dreams, and all the things that were important to you as your own living, breathing human before you made other humans. So what I would say is now is a great time for you to get into some therapy in order to process the ambiguous grief of what that relationship looks like now, and also in rediscovering and being reintroduced to who you are. You are a whole, healthy, thriving individual should you choose to. And right now, you don't have the things in your life that will let you thrive. So we have to help you rediscover you all over again.
Okay, good morning. You're on with Spirit.
I had a question with how to help a spouse deal with grief at the holidays when one spouse still has their parents and the other one has lost both of their parents.
Well, it depends on how that spouse that's lost their parents is actually being affected. Everybody needs something different. And so what I would say is we don't want to wait until the moment comes in order to be trying to assist them. So let's make this the last year that you guys have to go through this. And when the holidays are over, you guys can start to talk about how do we incorporate what you need in order to get through the holidays in a way that lets you really feel loved and vibrant and connected to your parents. So whether that is incorporating them into holiday traditions, whether that's making sure that your loved one has the appropriate therapy and care, whether that's pulling out old photos, but we need to make sure that your loved ones today and tomorrow is not impacted negatively by yesterday. The key is how do we help them manage the grief in a way that also allows for the joy and allows for the love and the family connection of everything that is, not everything that was lost.
Yeah, and Spirit, real quick, let everybody, thank you so much for coming on. We love you and appreciate you. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Oh, man, they can reach me at the office. They can find me at Talk 2 Spirit everywhere, Ricky. It's Talk 2 Spirit. And I want to remind everybody, today is Giving Tuesday. So if you are looking for a great organization to give to, please consider T2S Cares.
There it is. Hey, Spirit, thank you so much, y'all. Thank you so much. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley, let me say something. I'm not trying to ruin the show. I would never try to ruin the show. First of all, I want to thank Spirit for coming on. And I just be wanting, like, something's bothering me this morning. And I want to talk about it. Brat, I never start anything with you. Do I?
What?
Do I ever start anything with you? Do I ever bother you?
No. Why? What's up?
I just felt some kind of way.
Oh, Lord. What now?
At your house last night.
What?
And you had invited me over. You had some family over, and like you got irritated because I called your cousin Elon, and I was abruptly asked to leave your house. And that's the first time in my life I ever got put out the house, put out anybody's house. You know, I go to Alfreda's house, I go to Gary's house. Everybody treat me with love. I couldn't remember his name when I saw him again. I said, "Hey, what's up, Elon?" Or whatever, and then I posted the picture on RS Comedy.
I'm not doing this with you.
Elon. The truth. Elon, the truth.
Because I felt like...
Oh. I can't get it fast.
And then the people started leaving comments. Do Brat cousin look like Elon Musk? And you got mad when I took a picture. And then Judy tried to get you to change your mind, but your ass was so like, okay, I want you to leave now. You come back another time. Because everybody was looking at him kind of funny in your house and couldn't stop giggling when I called him Elon. And I just took a picture and put it on RS Comedy.
Hey, dog. That's Elon's brother.
Brat, I want to apologize if I offended your cousin or offended anybody else in your family. I just want to say I'm sorry and thank you for having me over. The food was good. And I just want you to give me another chance, please, to come back over there where I can enjoy myself. I love being with you and Judy and my godson. So, y'all can go to RS Comedy if y'all, just let me know what you think, man. Y'all.
We've had enough of you.
I
think we've had enough of you, sir.
Okay, we're going to, God bless you too. We're going to go ahead.
I can't get in.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T.
B-I-C-T-H.
Job. J-O-B.
E-L-G-S-E-S. Eagle!
It's time for Gary's Word of the Week.
And you know this, man.
All right, y'all. 8:13 before the top of the hour, y'all. It is time to expand your vocabulary with the word of the week, and Gary's going to provide us with a new definition and explain how to use the word in a sentence. All right, Gary, what's the word? What word will you be expanding our vocabulary with this week?
Ricky, first of all, honey, I'm not going to even try to front. I don't even know, honey, where this word comes from. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to get a buzzer for just denying that you didn't even try.
Well, first of all, honey, when whoever sent the word, honey, I didn't get a chance to practice it.
Yeah, you get it at the last. We give it to you at the last minute for a reason. We're not going to let you take it home and study overnight. So let's be clear.
So just making me look damn stupid.
Call smart people and have them explain it to you. We're not doing that.
But anyway, Ricky, this week's word is pusillanimous. Oh, Lord.
Now you know.
Jesus.
All right, y'all. He wasn't as far off as y'all thought he was.
Ricky.
Just pull it all together, Gary.
Oh, my God.
Just pull it all together.
Pusillanimous.
You're almost there.
I bet you is struggling with that
one. Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Honey. Oh, my God. Rick, I ain't never seen this damn word.
Well, there's a lot of words in the encyclopedia and in the dictionary you haven't seen.
Rick, he's 90% there.
Yeah.
He's almost there with it.
Yeah, go through it. Follow through.
Hold on.
Follow through.
I know that first part makes you nervous.
Right.
Go ahead.
That's the part.
Ricky.
Yeah, just take a deep breath. I know it's difficult. I know it's difficult. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, it is an adjective and it is pronounced. Look at the breakdown. Go ahead.
Pusillanimous.
No, dog.
That first part.
First two letters. The first two letters just got him really.
They're getting on my nerves.
Gary, come on now. Push through.
Yeah.
Yeah, push through.
Pusillanimous.
Yeah.
Pusillanimous.
Yeah.
Right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Don't do no more.
There you go, Gary.
Pusillanimous.
There it is.
Yeah, say it again.
All right. Pusillanimous.
Pusillanimous. Pusillanimous.
Hell that word come from?
Okay, you're about to see. Yeah, absolutely.
The definition of it is showing a lack of determination or courage, being cowardly or timid.
Like now.
Right.
Wow.
And give us an example of how to use the word in a sentence.
If I'm in the streets prancing around with an equally moist sorority brother.
All of that.
Man, I spit out my coffee.
Moist. It's just too much.
This is ridiculous. If I'm in the streets prancing around with an equally moist sorority brother and we encounter a situation requiring manly protection, this is ridiculous.
Shoot bull with a rope.
Not equally moist.
I know, right? Why y'all gotta
Sorority
be
brother.
I know what.
Moist sorority brother.
Man, my chest hurt. Gary, I'm sorry.
Yes, y'all damn it, sorry.
He gonna shoot pool with a rope, Gary?
That sentence is so different.
News headlines.
Morning Show.
All right, y'all, 26 minutes after the hour, y'all, front page right here. Alfreda's good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Tuesday, December 2nd. Here's what's going on in the news. A snowstorm that kicked off in the Rockies yesterday is marching across the country. Chicago, St. Louis, and Detroit could see more snowfall today. Areas from northern Missouri to northern Illinois could get 3 to 5 inches. And tomorrow, a cold, slippery mix for the Mid-Atlantic and New England. In other news, Senate Democratic leaders are calling out a wave of political intimidation. Chuck Schumer says 3 of his New York offices were hit with bomb threats via email with the subject line MAGA, claiming the 2020 election was rigged. Security swept the buildings and found nothing.
Who you think did? You think some white Christians did that?
Christian nationalists? I mean, it's possible.
Sure. The ones that love Jesus?
I mean, do they?
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody look like none of us.
Not at all. Schumer says the threats indicate where our politics are heading. And y'all, Arizona Senator Mark Kelly agrees. After that viral video of Kelly and other Democrats telling service members to refuse illegal orders, Trump said they should be arrested, hanged, and executed. So Kelly's like, listen, Trump is trying to bully me, but it's not going to work.
I will not be intimidated by this president. Everybody needs to wake up. The occupant of the Oval Office is ignorant to the Constitution and has no regard for the rule of law.
But Donald Trump ain't the problem. Donald Trump not the problem. It's the people that voted for him.
It's his supporters.
It's the problem. His supporters. Because wouldn't nobody like that be in office. Y'all, they went out there and voted for a 37, if I'm not mistaken, convicted felon in the Elon Musk files. Clearly a racist, and that's you almost sometimes vote who you are.
Right? Christians voting for a rapist, voting for someone who slept with a porn star and they basically paid for it.
Yeah, but you worried about abortion and gay marriage. You know, that's what you run on, and then and then have absolutely no grace and respect for Barack Obama. Had he did any of the things, had he been with one woman, had he had one conviction, come on.
One child out of wedlock, one child. Donald Trump was married, 3-4 times?
I wouldn't go to a white church, a white pastor, if he ain't talking about, they preach about everything except for discrimination and segregation. But they'll preach every part of the Bible and talk about every single sin, but they will not talk about the things preach about the things in racism and injustice, the things that have a negative effect on people. So how do you, man? I can go on and on about all of this stuff, and I feel how I feel based off of the facts.
Yeah,
that's the facts.
The Bible has been used by racists for hundreds of years,
and to make black people docile.
Right.
That's what it's been used.
That Trump
turn the other cheek.
Yeah, the fact that Trump's president says everything you need to know about
Absolutely. Absolutely.
For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
What it is, ladies and gentlemen. Last night, Monday Night Football. How about them New England Patriots? The New England Patriots are 11-2. First team to 11 wins in the NFL season. Can they get all the way to the Super Bowl? Only time will tell. Big college football news, man. Ole Miss head coach Lane Kiffin accepted the LSU head coaching job for next season. 7-year deal, $91 million. Here's where it gets a little bit funky, though. His current team, Ole Miss, is 11-1, ranked number 6 in the country. Getting ready for the college football playoffs. Fans are upset. They booing him. He wants to finish coaching Ole Miss through the playoffs, but Ole Miss athletic director said, nah, we good. So he's probably not going to be on the sideline during the playoffs. And Lane Kiffin was like, one of the people that he talked to help make his decision was Nick Saban, out of all people. But my thing is, why don't you finish this season before you make any kind of announcement?
I agree. Why
now? Like, Lane Kiffin should know better than that. Like, you don't make this announcement right now unless your season
and your team is going to the playoffs. That's real selfish. Your team is headed. You ought to be trying to get your team ready because your team had a really good shot in the playoffs. You have a really good team there at Ole Miss. And, see it through. And just to do that in the middle, it was a distraction. And I think it's dirty and it hurt the players and the fans.
Yeah, man. But to your point earlier, man, now everybody's rooting for Ole Miss.
Yep.
Everybody room for Ole Miss.
That's
now.
America's team.
We gonna see what happens, man. But Lane Kiffin, you gotta do better, big dog. I ain't mad at you getting your big contract and having big.
But see, man, the thing about it is, man, you ain't gonna have no good luck where you headed doing stuff like that. You ain't gonna have no good luck. You're gonna turn a lot of people off, put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth, and you be hated or whatever, all for $1.
All for $1. It's about how you do it. That's my quick sports report, man. Let's talk about it. Follow me on social media at Rock T. Holla. Brat got the hot spot right now.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Yeah, after she done kicked me out of her house last night for calling her cousin Elon Musk and putting a picture on RS Comedy, we got the hot spot with the one and only, the Brat.
What up? You so crazy. What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, 50 Cent's new 4-part docuseries just dropped on Netflix overnight, and Diddy is reportedly pissed. His spokesperson said Netflix's so-called documentary is a shameful hit piece that confirms that Netflix relied on stolen footage that was never authorized for release. During an appearance on Good Morning America with Robin Roberts, 50 Cent said this about the docuseries.
The hip-hop is fine with his behaviors. There's no one else being vocals.
If Sean Combs watches this, what do you think he's going to feel?
Like, wow, this is amazing. I think he's going to say this is the best documentary I've seen in a long time. Because you'll see people saying that. He may feel a different way about pieces and bits of it, but he knows the truth. I think he'll see the truth in it.
Well, Diddy's spokesperson says Netflix and its CEO are screwing over him by misappropriating the footage Diddy's been recording since he was 19 years old. His rep also adds no rights in that material were ever transferred to Netflix or any third party, and he said it is equally staggering that Netflix handed creative control to Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, a longtime adversary with a personal vendetta who has spent too much time slandering Mr. Combs. It's out today. Sean Combs: The Reckoning. It's on Netflix, so do y'all want to check it out?
Of course. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
I think everybody wants to see it.
But if what they're saying is the case, couldn't they have filed suit against Netflix
or stopped it somehow?
Stopped it, yeah, cease and desist.
I don't know. Right. They have to be cleared some type of way.
Yeah, because in order for, I'm pretty sure Netflix has lawyers that look over this stuff and say, well, we're not going to put something out that's slanderous or libelous or anything like that. So.
That's the same thing I was thinking. So, Lord, I know. I guess once we all watch it, we'll talk about it and I'll tell you more in the hot spot. For more information on these stories and more, you can go to Rickey Smiley. What? Yes.
I'm not allowed over your house. How long am I suspended from your house? But you let Alfreda's and Gary and them come over there.
Don't even worry about it, Rick. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later.
Brat.
I'm not in a good space with you right now, bro. Don't do this.
Over a picture?
Don't do this. You ain't have to do him like that. All right.
A picture?
But he does.
A picture.
Okay, but don't you think he probably get tired of hearing that? So I don't expect for you to joke about my peoples like that. It's all good.
Okay,
for more
but
information on these stories and more,
you know he
can
look
go
like
to
Elon Musk.
RickeySmileyMorningShow.com and you can catch me on all my
Go to
social
RS
media.
Comedy. Is that what you said?
I didn't say to go to RS Comedy. That's what you said, go to RS Comedy. What they going to go to RS Comedy for when they can be right here? Coming up, the White Stone with the Praise Mixdown. That's next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.